Hello again, traveller, and welcome back to Cryptid Central. I hope you're well. Today I will be talking about a particularly nasty and creepy cryptid, one that you certainly wouldn't want to meet in person. I'm talking about the Mongolian Death Worm. The Mongolian Death Worm is a limbless, worm-like cryptid, as its name would suggest, which is believed to live underground in the baking hot Gobi Desert of Mongolia. As if the English name Mongolian Death Worm wasn't off-putting enough, its native Mongolian name, Olgoi Korkoi, means intestine worm, due to its size being roughly the same as that of a human intestine, and also for its blood-red colouring that it's often reported to possess. It has been described by those unfortunate enough to have met it as being up to 7 feet long, and also has the ability to spit out an acidic, yellow-coloured saliva that burns through flesh and turns everything it touches bright yellow. Some say that it can also generate electricity in a way similar to the electric eel, leaving some to postulate that this cryptid could be a distant relative that evolved into its current form when the ocean it lived in began to change into the desert it is today. Some eyewitnesses report that as the Mongolian death worm begins to attack its prey, it raises half its body out of the sand and starts to inflate itself, until its lethal poison bursts from its mouth, spraying all over the unfortunate victim. The poison is so venomous that the prey dies instantly, which is probably for the best. Livestock and humans are said to be its main prey. Until 1990, Mongolia had been under Soviet control, and so very little was known about the death worm in the West. In recent years, however, investigators from the West have been able to look for evidence of the creature's existence. Ivan Makarel, one of cryptozoology's top detectives, studied the Gobi Desert and the areas that the Mongolian death worm was said to inhabit. Makarel interviewed many local people about the worm, and because of the incredibly high number of sightings and the sheer volume of strange deaths reported, he came to the conclusion that the death worm was more than a mere legend. Nobody is entirely sure what the worm actually is. Expert cryptozoologists are certain it is not a worm per se, as the Gobi Desert is far too hot an area for annelids to survive. Some have suggested it might be similar to the skink, though without the limbs. The most probable explanation is that the Mongolian death worm is a new species of worm lizard, a group of burrowing reptiles known to live in desert areas. Although the native Mongolian people are convinced of the death worm's nature, it will take many more years of research before anyone can say for certain. In 2005, an expedition from the Center for Fortean Zoology crossed 1,000 miles of the Gobi Desert, attempting to locate and study the death worm. Their search, however, proved fruitless, possibly due to this creature having such a small population in such a large area. Some would say that they were lucky not to have found it. It's certainly one of the more unpleasant cryptids thought to exist. While creatures like Bigfoot want simply to be left alone and to stay away from humans, the Mongolian death worm actively hunts and kills us with a deadly yellow acid. Perhaps this cryptid is best left undiscovered.